Welcome back to the Zone. Our Rays Midbelt Music Band of the Week coming from, well, Teamwork Makes the Dream Work, the Waza Osmond Band. Great music and a lot of great instruments on a fantastic Friday night. Welcome back to the Zone. A great first half of games so far as we inch closer to the playoffs. Hard to believe already, Travis.
I can't believe it. Now in Nebraska, it's a pair of successful Northeast Nebraska teams hitting the gridiron as Battle Creek takes on Norfolk Catholic. And let's get right into it. Knights. Max Hammond kicks the score off literally with a 30-yard field goal. That gives Norfolk Catholic a 3-0 lead. Then Battle Creek with the ball. Jackson Metler with a pass to Aiden Wentz, who takes a shot but holds on to it for, oh wow, he really took a shot for a 23-yard gain. Then later on the same drive, Metler calls his own number, gets in the corner for a 5-yard run, TD run. Braves take a 7-3 lead. Let's jump to the second. Braves 7-6 after another Hammond field goal, but he's not just a kicker, folks. Look at this amazing grab. Fully extended one-handed grab for 4 yards. Wow. It's quite a kicker. Moving to the last 20 seconds of the half. Knights, Callan Marshall lobs one up in the end zone to Hayden Kelly, who outjumps 2 defenders to bring it down for the touchdown. Norfolk Catholic would take a 13-7 lead in the half, and they go on to win a nail-biter, 19-14. What a game there.
It's right, Travis. Now moving over to Stanton. Mustangs looking to stay on B, but it's the Bears looking to pick up an upset here. Connor Korth finds Caleb Irwin in the corner of the end zone to get LCC's first touchdown of the night for the Mustangs. Answering right back, Caden Kement slips around the outside. That's another 6 points for the Stanton Mustangs. A quick toss to Tyler Boyson puts points on the board for the Bears in the fourth quarter. Just not enough, though. Stanton takes away a big win, 70-26.
A pair of unbeaten teams in Class D2 District 2 games meet up as Wynot, the Blue Devils host Bancroft Rosalie. And a pass from Wynot's Devin Brummer finds its way into the hands of Lane Himes, who runs it in for the Blue Devils' first touchdown of the night. Bancroft Rosalie, they're going to respond. Braylon Wagner up the center lane, driving it home to tie it up.
Home run play. How about
what
that?
What a play. That was a heck of a play. Then switching sides, Blue Devils. A pass to Andrew Haberman. Gets Wynot into the red zone before he's brought down by Jaden Browning. Wynot goes on to defeat Bancroft Rosalie on a score of 54-28.
More action this time. The Waza Osmond squad, we just saw their band. They're in search of its first win in Class D1 District 3 play. They have a chance to snap its 4-game losing streak against Niobrara Verdigris. First quarter, Vikings trying to punt it away, but it's blocked by Coy Wickersham. Rolls out of the back of the end zone. That's a safety. 2-0 Cougars. NV looking to punch it in on its next possession. Caleb Gardner able to strip it out and fall in it for the Vikings at goal line. Stand for the defense ensuing drive. Waza Osmond facing a 3rd and long toss to Colton Bowie, who finds a hole. He's off to the races, 70 yards for a touchdown. Vikings, they would take a 14-10 lead at half, but the Cougars would score the lone touchdown in the second half. Niobrara Verdigris defeats Waza Osmond 16-14.
Vikings haven't been the same since they got rid of Kirk Cousins. Out in Lincoln South, Sioux City playing its last road game of the season. But in Lincoln Northeast, Cardinals on a 3-game losing streak. Rockets driving Grant Matz over to Levi Sherman. Into the end zone, Rockets up 7-0. But the Cardinals ready to fly. Hand off to Tony Palmer. And he hits the Jets, blazing through defenders for a 50-yard TD run. Might be pretty good. And then South Sioux City takes down Lincoln Northeast with the final score of 42-22. Good win for South Sioux City.
That's a touchdown. Another one for touchdown. Tony Palmer. Now for a look at our SportsZone scoreboard. Starting off with some Iowa games. Big win for Cherokee over Sheldon, 49-6. While the Jays of Galen Catholic ranked 10th take down Harley Melvin Sanborn, 47-7. Elsewhere in Siouxland. Starting off in South Dakota, a top-ranked matchup in Class 11B. Elk Point Jefferson on the road comes up just short, 17-14 in Sioux Valley. And the Pierce Blue Jays blanked by Lakeview, 17-0. For the rest of our scores, head over to our website. You know exactly where that is, SiouxlandProud.com. We've got to take another break, but don't go anywhere.
We'll announce our nightly awards, including Player of the Week honors, so stay in the zone.
Hi, this is Blake Lovell, SportsZone Player of the Week. This week's winner is coming up next.